Y'all already know what it is. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. That Fat Boy Finesse is live again. Let go. And I ever since, and I built up my confidence. Next time you come my way, I'll know just what. Happy birthday, Walt! Can we talk? Let go. I just want to know what your sin of the day is. That's all I really want to know. Hey, let go, let go, let go, let go. I appreciate y'all coming through. Let me know where you're watching from. Appreciate that, Johnny. Hey! Oh, yeah! Hey, man, it's Monday. I didn't even know if I was going to be live tonight. I'm actually back in town a little sooner than I thought I was going to be. But we in the building. Y'all know what it is. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. That Fat Boy Finesse is live again. Raleigh in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Trey 4 in the building. What's good? She said, take your time. What's the rush? Nah. I said, baby, I'm a dog. I'm a mutt. Let's go. She said, take your time, what's the rush? I feel like honestly, God, I feel like everybody is live right now, so whoever we pull in, man, but y'all come in, man, drop your sin of the days, let me know where you watching from, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it popping. I promise to you, tonight is probably going to be a short live. I know I say that all the time, but it's probably going to be a short live. Hey, ba-boom, boom, 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 boom. Hey, appreciate that, Calvin. Bottles up, bottles up, bottles up. Hey, what's going on? Appreciate that, fam. I appreciate the love. Let's go, let's go. You got about a minute and 27 seconds to let everybody know. Go ahead, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. That Fat Boy Finesse is live again. Oh, 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 oh. Take your time. What's the rush? Ooh. Let's go. Baby, take your time. Hey, man, we almost out of here, you know what I'm saying? Central, bring me home. Holla at your boy. Bring me home. Bring me home. 30 seconds. Bring me home. 30 seconds. Let's go. Bup, 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 bup. Yeah. Yeah. I'm in a good mood, man. My birthday was just today. Ba, 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 da, ba. I see you, Dynasty. I see you, Dynasty. From the Bronx in the building. BX, let's go. Ferragamo Womo, that's what I'm talking about. Woo, getting married on the 20th of September. Do you remember? Ooh. That's a good one, fam. That's a good one, fam. Ooh. That's a good one, fam. Ba-da-da-da-da. We're gonna talk about that. Appreciate that. What's good, Rock T? We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this. Yeah. Y'all already know what time it is. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend that Fat Boy Finesse is live again. Lego. They gonna trick when they hear this. This guy. Nah, it ain't Jada. It's Fat Boy, but you can call me Walt. Walt J. Hey, let's cut up for a little bit. Here we go. That boy crazy. Call me Mr. Elixir. My nose is something sinister. I'm stone cold like a tombstone. I'm a finisher. Finisher, finisher. A fragrance that a finisher. Preaching about these oils like they holy. I'm a minister. Trying to set the record straight. Curve is the real king. Still got love for grease. Savage make them girls free. Can't forget that 1 million got me feeling real lucky. Call me Fat Boy, but don't test me. It can get ugly. I'm trying to find a new cologne. I don't really know where to go. That boy out here singing, boy. Crazy work. Hey, get him again, Fat Boy. I'm a real fragrance reviewer from niche to designers. You can never clone Fat Boy. I know that's right. I'm rocking with Nazar and my homegirls, the oil lady. Paris, Milan, a little tougher than my other ladies. Renaissance man, though I never been to Harlem. Love a New York night like a crook, love a bond man. Belling out the game, but don't call me a savior. Casting out these phonies, call me a demon slayer. In the words of my brother Dedger Hicks, positive vibes only. Positive vibes only. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Shout out to my homegirl Nikki. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Hey man, it's good to see y'all. I honestly was not gonna be live tonight. I was not gonna be live tonight, and yeah, I actually have a live scheduled for later this week. So scheduling a little bit crazy. We'll see what's popping. But yeah, man, I was like, it's Monday. You know what I'm saying? It's Monday, and yeah. Ooh, I had a lot going on right there. My bad. Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Drop a 1 if you can hear me. Drop a 2 if you can see me. Because I think the music was playing back to my speakers. Nonetheless, man. Yeah, birthday. You know what I'm saying? Was yesterday. 38 years young. 38 years young. 38 years young. You know what I'm saying? 38 years young, man. And so, crazy work, man. Just glad to be alive. Glad to be here. There are so many different places you could be. You know, if I was in church, you know, we would say the old saints used to say, you know, I'm glad to be in my right mind with everything that's going on. And when you're younger, you don't really understand what that means. All right, I see 1s and 2s in the chat. Appreciate y'all. You don't really understand what that means, but let me tell you something. Being a content creator, being an entrepreneur, being on out here in these internet streets, it's a lot of folks out here losing their mind. You know, and so, you know, I'm grateful to be in my right mind. Yeah, I have full activity of my limbs, man. I can see, I can smell. Like, we're talking about fragrance. So if I couldn't smell, I'd be up the creek without a paddle, you know. And people are bugging. People are tripping. I don't want to say for no reason, because everybody has their triggers on why they bug out and do the things that they do. But yeah, man, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful. So I appreciate all the birthday wishes. Appreciate that, JC. You know what I'm saying? Catch, I see you. Since I see you, I see all the 1s and 2s. Hey, Hugh, no problem, man. I appreciate that. Rock T, you out here smelling good. KB, it was good, man. No complaints. I just chill with the fam, yo. Like, one of the things I know is, and maybe it's different for women than for men, and I love my ladies, but I feel like the older they get, the younger they try to act. For dudes, birthdays are kind of like, you know, we just, hey man, we glad to see another day. You know what I'm saying? If I'm alive, if I get something, I get something. If not. I just wanted to spend time with the fam. I did a lot of work. I put a lot of work in, a lot of recording, because I'm always working. So it was like, yo, I got time to kind of get away from work and I can do some work over here. And all of my money is tied up in a cruise and Sin Explore. So yeah, I was not trying. Usually I'm on vacation for my birthday. This year I was like, nah, I got some other things going on. So we got the cruise happening. Sin Explore happening, so most of my money is tied up in that. And so I honestly wasn't gonna go live tonight. Mondays, with all due respect to everybody in the community, let me not say that because somebody gonna take that the wrong way. Y'all know I typically go live on Monday, and but I think Monday is a good night for a lot of people, you know. So I think Mo was live earlier when I first hopped on. I think Dedrick is live now with Miss Heather. I feel like Spence is live right now. I don't know. EQ will probably be live at some point tonight. I appreciate y'all stopping through, you know. So this is not about looking for a whole bunch of numbers. This is an opportunity, just like when I say this is probably going to be a short live tonight. I know I say that all the time, but I'm going to be a little bit more segmented. You know what I'm saying? And so I appreciate all y'all. I still see people putting Sin of the Days in. Ricky, what's going on, man? Platine, but okay. Aromatics. Look, and one wasn't even trying to, fam. Wasn't even trying to. Appreciate that, fam. Straight from Puerto Rico. And that's the other thing I was telling my mom. I was like, yo, it's dope when you can connect with people and actually build relationships with people and establish a level of rapport. You know what I'm saying? With people from all across the world. You know, and you unite around this one common thing. It's pretty dope. I love it. I love it. I love it. Before the night. Straight to the mail, yo. Straight to the mail. Yeah, appreciate that, Daniel. Y'all remind me, as a matter of fact, y'all remind me before the night is over. I got one giveaway to do. I got one giveaway. This is going to be another giveaway for a discovery set from Yeoman Leo. So shout out to Antoine, the music director Antoine. I actually picked the set for him when I did the last giveaway. This is only one, so you're gonna have to stick around, you know, to find out when I do it, because you're not gonna know when I do it, but I'm gonna do it at some point tonight. And whoever wins, I'm gonna allow you to pick out the 5 available. Pick out the 5 available that you want to try, and then we'll go from there. Ian, queening from Mind Games. I like it. I like queening. Escandalo. Appreciate that, Ray. Appreciate that, Bezo. Oud Lemon Mint. Yeah, man. What's crazy? That fragrance, man, to me, it does so much better in like cooler weather. Around the way, where are you at? I don't know if you're on a truck or whatever, but yeah. Okay, Bonnie. Okay, we got a lot of day 3s in the chat. Daniel, how was that that LV? How was that joint? Tonka, does it even get cold? Yeah, cold. I know it's relative. Tonka cold. To me, continuing. The only Tumis I cared to spend money on were 19 Degrees and Dusk. Yeah, Full House. Okay. Appreciate that, Ricky. Glory, I see you, chat. I see you, Tim. Okay, all right. Is Desert Rain worth the 170? Let me ask you a question. Hey, what's good, Mo? Let me ask you a question. What is worth 170 to you? I see you, Jay. Bro, you know I'm live every Monday. Every Monday. You know, Monday is my live day. And then whenever I do a live in between, but yeah, every Monday. Side Effect, I see you. What is worth 170 to you? Because here's the thing. Desert Rain is a different type of fragrance. If you are not a person that appreciates the nuances of niche perfumery, and what I mean by that, let me say indie niche, artisanal niche, people who are still being creative, then 170 might be, you might not want to spend that. This is why I say sample. So if you're asking me if 170 is worth it, is it worth 170? I already know. And we just talked. There's no shade to you, bro. I know it's not. I know it's not, because that's a fragrance you sample first. That's a fragrance you sample first. Desert Rain. I want you to think of the concept. Desert and rain. Do you know it to rain in the desert that often? So it's like an oxymoron. There's a level of contrast there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the fragrance presents. And so I encourage you, don't do it now. You know, after this live is over, you can go on my channel. I did a first impression. To where it's like, would I want to get a full bottle of this? You know, because it's not even so much about whether it's worth the 170. It's about, for me right now, where I am, y'all are going to see me with a lot of small bottles. You're going to see me with a lot of 30 mils, a lot of 50 mils. I'm not going to keep buying a whole lot of 100 mil bottles. I know like a lot of the inspired by takes, they're 100 mils automatically. But I want to wear the fragrance. As a content creator, as an enthusiast, it can get difficult because a lot of times I'm wearing things for the purpose of reviewing. So I might be having to wear multiple things throughout the day. I might have to spend the first half of the day wearing this, come home, shower, you know, try to scrub off if it's something like that, and then wear something else if I'm going back out, because you're constantly testing. So you may not necessarily get a chance, you know, to really like, you know, dig into the things that you like, because I've told you guys, I create content for my audience. And so prime example, a fragrance that I've really been digging as of late is from Fragrance World. All right, so we're gonna jump into the content a little bit earlier than I planned, but this is Notes, and this is Jazz from Fragrance World. First of all, beautiful bottle. I didn't care what this smelled like. I was gonna buy this regardless, right? This is a clone. Listen to me. I'm being very specific with the verbiage I'm using. This is a clone. This is a clone. This is not a remix. This is not a twist. This is a clone. This is a cover that is almost one-to-one to this right here. Let me polish it off just a little bit. Let me get my the Bishop on. Jared. Goldfield and Banks. Silky Woods. Fragrance World did their thing. I'm not lying. They are so close. I'm looking for nuances and different things. This almost, I was kind of expecting Silky Woods to give me a little bit more character, maybe just the slightest bit more woods, the slightest bit more smoke. And I honestly was getting more out of this than I was out of the OG. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that Jazz is better than this. But when it comes to value, now, Goldfield and Banks is easily becoming one of my favorite houses, point blank period. If you're looking for entry-level niche to get into, Goldfield and Banks is a great place to start. I know we talk about Mancera all the time because of the availability of the offerings and the price points, but Goldfield and Banks is a great place to start. And Silky Woods is that perfect fall and winter fragrance. If you are a fan of Altair, you're gonna be a fan of Silky Woods. Not the same fragrance, totally different, but the way the vanilla is done is gonna put you in that mindset. It's gonna give you those same feels. This is gonna be crazy. I might prefer Silky Woods a little bit more than the Altair DNA. Nonetheless, I'm gonna talk about that in a second as well. But I'm wearing this more to get a feel for it, to get a test for it, because that's content. Luckily, it's also something I enjoy. There are some things that I have not enjoyed as much as of late, like this decant of Hawass Malibu. All right. Now, I left this home when I went out of town because I didn't want to get pissed off. So I left it home. But guess what I'm going to be wearing this week? Because I want to do my due diligence as a creator and a reviewer to say, okay, let me make sure that I wasn't just tripping on the first impression. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let me jump back in the chat real quick. Yeah, Gator knows. Like, it's crazy. So, and that's the conversation that I'm going to continue to have. It's not about closeness as it relates to clones. It's about value. Everybody is hyping up High Lodge Island Dreams, which is good. It deserves the hype. Is it a 1-to-1 to Symphony? No. It's about 80 to 85 in my book. I give it an 85. It's good. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I wore that yesterday, and like y'all see me wear those 10 fragrances I talked about. I was spraying a little bit of everything on me yesterday. It was crazy. But that in particular, you know, one of my cousins he was like, yo, what is that was on your hand? When I dapped him up, and I was like, oh, this is joint called Island Dreams or whatever. And he was like, what is it clone? And I was like, Symphony. He was like, how much is Symphony? I was like, about 600 with tax. You know what I'm saying? And so again, it's not about some things. It's not about the actual price. It's about value. It's like we're talking a quote unquote baseline profile, something that smells good, but it's not reinventing the wheel. It's not unique. Beautiful grapefruit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it ain't worth $600 worth of grapefruit. So with something like that, it's like, okay. You know, now it's a value conversation. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, look, I'm mindful. I just wanted to do that. I went back to the chat. I said what I needed to say. Leslie, what's going on? Leslie, just for you. Nah, I'm gonna do what my brother told me to do. Sally, what's good, man? Good to see you coming through. But yeah, Jazz, man, is a beautiful fragrance. All right. Speaking of Goldfield and Banks, let's talk about a couple of things that you guys have seen me talk about lately. Speaking of Goldfield and Banks, this fragrance right here, Tales of Amber, man. Tales of Amber is one I did a first impression of recently. So you see I got the sample, and then we have the decant right here. All right, so you can see that. This is something, first of all, the bottle is $319. $319. I'm gonna say that one more time. $319. Is this worth $319? It's not to me, but it doesn't mean it wouldn't be to you. The way there's a difference between you not liking something and then something being bad. I think we have to, as a reviewer, and y'all hear me, I'm doing a lot of conversations about this because I want to hold the fragrance reviewer accountable. I want to hold myself accountable. I want to hold you guys accountable. I want us to all be held accountable so we can have conversations without emotion. Now, I don't want you to remove emotion completely, because the beautiful thing about fragrance is it creates these scent memories that leave lasting impressions. That's why you can go wear Curve. You can pull out a bottle of Curve today and still wear it, and it just makes you feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Because you remember what it was like to wear that the first time. I'm one of those people that like, yo, somebody should take the DNA from Axe Kilo and put it in a bottle. It would be fire. It would be one of the best-selling designer fragrances ever because it smells amazing. I just don't like aerosol stuff. Does not work well with my skin, you know, kind of like allergic reactions. But $319, I can't necessarily say it's worth $319 to me, because it's not something that I was like, oh my God. This is a fragrance that I would have to grow into. I would have to grow into it. There's something about the way the amber is done here and the iris. It gives off, and y'all have heard me say, I'm not the biggest iris person. There are certain things I've had to grow into. It gives me this Prada L'Homme Extreme type of iris. It gives me this Dior type of iris, not the lipsticky type of iris. And the boys know, I told Gator this, I was like, it might be for you, but this is something I would have to grow into. But I do like it enough where I'm considering getting a 10 mil of it so I can actually do some work with it. And then eventually, if it goes on discounters, we might get it. Now, I kind of feel that same way about Silky Woods Elixir, which I do not have in front of me, but Silky Woods Elixir has this crazy weird funk in the beginning. For about 10 minutes. Me and Jim's talked about this. After that, it's a beautiful fragrance. I think Dutch was the one that originally, either Dutch or Rock Boy, talked about, you know, Silky Woods Elixir is fire. And it is for me in the dry down. So if I can get beyond those, you know, that opening, that might be worth full bottle for me, you know? So again, value conversation. And the price of fragrances are going through the moon. So this is what I would suggest you guys do. Start making a list. I have a running list of the fragrances that I want full bottles of. I'm going to show you a couple fragrances here in a second that I have gotten full bottles of after I run this ad in a second. But make a list. Like, I have a running note. These are all the niche fragrances I want to cop a full bottle of. These are all the designer fragrances I want to cop a bottle of. And these are all the quote unquote clone fragrances I want to cop a bottle of. And then I have the name. I have a link to the site. So if my boys or somebody I know in the community has a link, I'm gonna use their link. This is how you show love the Brooklyn way. You know what I'm saying? And I put the current price. So you know how you download those apps for like Black Friday and they always tell you the best place where to get them? I've kind of, not an app, but I've kind of created like this directory for myself where it's like, okay, because I know it would be foolish for me to buy something now unless I just absolutely wanted it, when holiday shopping is literally right around the corner. Labor Day was the biggest sale we've had since like Mother's Day. And we're getting ready to go. You're going to start seeing holiday and Black Friday stuff popping up. You know, they're going to jump up. You know how people love to jump over Thanksgiving and go straight to Christmas? They're going to start jumping over Halloween the same way. They're going to start jumping over that. So we talked about Tales of Amber. I'm going to run an ad real quick and then I'll be back. And I'm going to talk about 2 more fragrances that I'm sampling currently, or that I got a chance to sample, put my nose on. And yeah, we're at 7:33. So I'm making good time. I'm going to go check out the chat and see what y'all talking about. All right. Holla at your boy. Yo, listen, we gonna get right back to the video, but I just wanted to interrupt real quick just to say, have you ever seen an icon living, man? Listen, shout out to James Oro, who sent me over these icons, one of their absolute best sellers, man. Listen, no fit is complete without the frames and the fragrance. It's a full package. And if you rock with the craft, you know what I'm saying, of quality eyewear, if you appreciate superior craftsmanship and materials, if you love that uncompromising quality experience, that's what matters. We're not just trying to look good. We're not just trying to build glasses, but we want you to experience something at the highest level possible. And one of the things I appreciate about this is I'm a big guy. I'm a bit heavy-handed. So a lot of times, man, your frames, they might get damaged. You know what I'm saying? I got a smile that could kill. You know, and a lot of times I'll be hungry and things might get smudged up. You know, that's why I appreciate James Oro and the quality. And, you know, they done thrown your boy in this nice little microfiber cloth so we can keep him clean. And we got the case so we can travel with him and everything like that. Like I said, listen, I got on the icons. I want to hurry up and get back to the video. But these joints right here are pure fire. So it's one of the best sellers. Huge fan of these right here, available in multiple colorways. I love the oversized eyewear that gives me like this bold aesthetic. Again, that goes perfect with the fragrance that we're talking about and the fit that we got on. Nonetheless, hit the link in the description, use the code FATBOY10 so you can get 10% off. Let's jump back to the video. We can talk about these glasses a little more later. We can definitely talk about the glasses a little bit later. You guys already know. You can get 10% off. Link is in the description. Simple as that. I'm not going to spend a lot of time. James Oro, link is in the description. Let's go back to the chat. You know what I'm saying? What's good, Kev? I see you in the building. Yeah, Gator is saying, yeah, discovery sets are the way to go. And a lot of times, man, people be so eager to buy full bottles. And it's like, yo, like, you're not even going to wear it. Like, so, you know, it's crazy. Yeah, I have the fragrances that I want on a list. Yep. Yeah. Silky Woods Elixir reminds me of the chalk that you put in the end of a pool. You know what? See, the beautiful thing, Daniel, do you review fragrances? Because shout out to the fragrance philosopher and somebody just mentioned about is it Jared Lamar's channel? Yeah, Lenny, I know Jared, and I'm gonna kind of connect the dots to what Daniel just said. Fragrance philosopher, I follow both of them on TikTok. Huge fan of their platforms channels, and Fragrance Philosopher was like, yo, I'm so sick of people describing fragrances as, oh, it's fresh, it's fruity, it's sweet, it's fresh, it smells good. It's like, again, create a reference point for a person. You guys know I try to take high level, for lack of a better term, complex high level things and make it applicable. So I try to present fragrance to you in a way that makes sense, pun intended, make sense, make it make sense. And so the fact that he said, put the end of a pool stick, I know exactly what that smells like, because playing pool is one of my favorite pastimes. It's one of my favorite hobbies outside of, you know, one of the other things. I need to get back into it. I haven't had a lot of chance over the summertime. But as the year starts to slow down, I'll definitely be, you know, in a billiard hall somewhere. But that's exactly what it smells like. That's a reference point for people. So going back to the conversation real quick about holding people accountable, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the great ways to do that. Thank you, Leslie. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Antoine, hey man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Hey, I seen them joints, yo. I seen them joints. I seen them joints. I seen them joints. I see you, Larry. I have a photo on Chrome. Yep. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I want to be more disciplined in my spending. I want to be more disciplined, all right? Hey, appreciate you, Dave. Appreciate you, man. See, look, he got his discovery set. Y'all let it be known. All right, let's talk about fragrances that I'm looking forward to wearing. I was supposed to do this last week. I really didn't get into it the way I wanted to. Let's hit a couple of these. One of them, I'm also going to show you something. I'm going to show you something because it's very important to something that is happening in Raleigh. But Reese, full bottles that I got. Let me tell y'all something. A decant and a sample only lasts for so long. And then you have to ask yourself, how many discovery sets, how many samples of something am I going to keep buying? How many times am I going to do it? Now, I'm going to give you a quick tip. If you like Yeoman Leo stuff, all right, so like I love to lab because I love Lamar by Kajal. Say if there's a fragrance you really, really love, and say if you want 50 meals, because they do 30 meals and they do 100 meals, but say you want a 50 meal, get the discovery set and put the same fragrance in there 5 times. And now you have 50 meals of the fragrance for the same price you're going to pay for 30 meals. Now, I probably shouldn't tell you that, but I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the people, so I'm gonna just tell you right now. So like, if you like their blue talisman, which is amazing, blue spell, put it in there 5 times. If you like Basic Instinct, which is their French defense, put it in there 5 times. If you like their version of Herod, which is called Breaking Bad, put it in there 5 times. It's simple. It's simple math. All right. Fragrances that I'm looking forward to in the fall, man, that are unique, that are different. This is a fragrance that never really gets talked about, but I love, you know what I'm saying? And it smells like what it says. From the house of Nazar, we have Chocolate Bay. We have Chocolate Bay. When I tell y'all, I'm a huge gourmand lover. Mo, you know that. I'm a huge gourmand guy. One of the reasons I like Joe Malone is because their fragrances smell like what they say. One of the reasons I like this is because it smells like chocolate. Now, there are a lot of chocolate fragrances that do a lot of different things. It might be cacao, it might be some vanilla, it might be some coffee in there, whatever. Sometimes I don't want all the extra. Sometimes I just I want chocolate. I'm having a craving. I want to smell like chocolate, and this is fire. One of the reasons I did want to mention this is because those of you who follow, you know what I'm saying, Nazar, follow Terrence or whatever, they got some news. And I live in Raleigh, so I'm well aware of this. Crabtree was purchased by a new owner. Crabtree is the quote unquote premier mall in Raleigh. Crabtree was purchased by a new owner, and they immediately were like, we're going to transform the mall. We're going to make some updates, make some changes. Well, a part of those changes are getting rid of the kiosks that are in the middle of the mall. You guys that are familiar with malls, whether it's Crabtree, in anywhere, those kiosks are huge for small business owners. You know what I'm saying? You can't fully afford like the brick and mortar, but it's huge. And so T right now is doing crazy giveaways. I think 25% off. One of y'all remind me in the chat exactly what is I think it's 25% off. I encourage you, if you can get local, go by there and get it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not going by September 30th, he's going to be going, and he's already said he hasn't given an exact date, but he may not probably be in there the entire month. So I want to play this. I tell y'all, we're going to have an interactive live tonight. Let me pull the music down real quick. I want to play this because I want y'all to see. I want y'all to see this video, and I'm gonna share my screen. And I'm gonna play this real quick. This is from WRAL. Hopefully they don't run an ad or anything like that. All right. So hold on real quick. Now y'all can't hear that, can you? Which is crazy work. Let me see if it plays now.
And goodbye to several small businesses. The businesses who rent mobile kiosks in the middle of the mall have been told they have until the end of the month to pack up and leave. WRL's Laura Levine shares the concerns and frustration from this community of entrepreneurs.
I've been able to speak with a handful of the businesses impacted here at Crabtree Valley Mall, most of them devastated to learn that they will not be a part of the new vision for this mall. They tell me that they're trying to figure out next steps because this is their livelihoods.
We started fragrance 6 years ago.
Terrence Taylor is the owner of Nazar Fragrances, one of many retail merchandising units at Crabtree.
When everybody got the news, first of it was rumors going around first. Everybody didn't really know.
The passionate, upbeat businessman has been at this location almost 5 years, selling his unique scents, building relationships and clientele, a community.
Good morning.
But he learned last week his journey here is coming to an end, along with about a dozen other small businesses.
Over the next 2 days, like you walk in the mall, the scents and it was an aura feeling in the mall, all through that area, just sucked the life out of folks.
As renovations kick off here, these businesses, some that have been here more than 10, 15 years, are getting kicked out. What type of message do you think this sends to the community as well as small business owners?
We can do without you, pretty much. Is all up next, whoever's next. Kind of gives you that impression.
Other tenants I spoke with say the 30-day notice isn't enough time to find another location.
Just the crazy
and they're
part.
being forced to leave right before the busiest time of the year.
A lot of these businesses were relying on that income or the potential to make that money in the hottest season of the year. And so when you tell them to go a month before that time, you crush.
In a statement, a spokesperson tells us it was important that we were transparent and communicated the plan for the RMU program ahead of the holidays to ensure they had ample time to relocate and have a successful season. They also say while this chapter is closing, we are deeply grateful to the partners who have been part of Crabtree's journey. We encourage our guests and the community to continue supporting them beyond our walls.
So we're going to focus on our website and go back to how when I started, back to the events, back to the markets, trade shows, pop-up events.
Taylor tells me he's focused on the positive, trusting his supporters will follow him in his next endeavor.
Crabtree doesn't stop me, you know? So Nazar is Nazar for what it is. We're a light.
Laura Levine, WREL News, Raleigh.
Yo, so let me tell y'all something. When you are a business owner, you deal with a lot. You deal with a lot of expected things. Hold on real quick. All right. You deal with a lot of expected things and you deal with a lot of unexpected things. You know what I'm saying? And so when you are faced with things that are outside of your control, you got to do what you got to do. And so when it comes to brands, because one of the things I see, like people ask, like, why does Day 3 cost so much? Why does Nazar cost so much? Why does Clean Team Get Right cost so much? Why does City Rhythm cost so much? Bro, these are indie niche houses, indie niche perfumers who are really trying to get it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? And so there's a level of value that just goes into the respect it takes to build anything, to create anything. It's just like I encourage people, get behind this camera. Get behind the camera. You got so much to say, you got an opinion, you're an expert, get behind the camera. I would love to see your take. And that's not a challenge, that's real talk, because I think there's an opportunity for everybody out here to, whether it's make some money, whether it's, be an influencer, whatever you want to do. I know we can always talk about for the love of the game, but there's an opportunity out here for people to make waves, So yeah, 25% off, use the code gratitude. 25% off, use the code gratitude. Yep, the code is gratitude. Gratitude, 25% off. Bro, he gave a man a 50% off. 50% off, like $500 worth of fragrances. That was in person. 50% off, 500. Appreciate the subscribe, yo. 50% off, $500 worth of fragrances. So if you're in the area, if you can get there, I encourage you, man. We support our community. Whether it's perfumers, whether it's my man that just came out with his fragrance, that was going through a health battle. Like, we support people. John, you would think that, but I don't think South Point is going to welcome him. And I don't think it's an issue because of him. I think it's an issue because of other vendors. I don't know. It would be dope. Yeah, have you ever done a video on layering? Antoine, I have a couple, not like a dedicated video, but I used to do these shorts called Fat Boy Layering Alert. So I will talk about that. People have asked me to do it. It kind of gets away from me, but nonetheless, we're making great time. It's 7:49, so let's keep rolling. Another fragrance here that I tried today. I actually posted a short of. First impression of the new Killian Angel Share on the rocks. So if you want to see my actual first impression in the store, I posted that as a short. It's about 3 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes and 59 seconds. I might get a 10 mil of this. I might end up getting a 10 mil of this. This is it's a flanker. You get a less boozy, a less warm version of Angel Share to my nose. So they did what Rasasi did with Hawass. When they came out with Hawass Ice, that's what they did here with Killian on the rocks. It's on the rocks. It's very aldehydic. The aldehydes are there, and that grapefruit is crazy in the opening. It is citrus heavy. It is cool. It almost has like this, how people say Leighton has this, it smells like Vicks Vapor Rub. Like, it has this cooling effect. It is cold. So they got that on the rocks part right. And so, but you get a lot of that citrus and aldehydes in like the first 5 to 10 minutes. And I was like, ooh, it was real. It was cut. And then it started to come off slightly lemony. And so the girl at the counter was like, yo, that smells really good on you. And I was like, now, here's the thing about fragrance. There are things that you might not like, but it's like, it might work well. It might be a huge compliment factor. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to come back. Now, I think it's $275. No, sir. No. Not 275. Not 275. But as it starts to transition, it gets warm, but not as warm, not as much depth, not as spicy as the OG. So to me, you would think because it's less boozy, it's less warm, it's less spicy than the original, you would think it's a little bit more mass appealing to people. I personally think people are gonna like it less because of that reason. Because people have such an affinity for the OG. I think this is one of those situations where it may go the opposite. I think they tried to make Angel Share more wearable, but I think in making it more wearable, they may isolate the people that appreciated the depth and the level of booziness, because it's like a ice cold cognac. So imagine it's the summertime, you work, you know what I'm saying, in a business district of your city. You dressed up, you got on the suit, you got on the tie, whatever, real business casual. It's a hot day, you know, and you're like, yo, we gonna go, you know what I'm saying, to the speakeasy, to the bar, whatever, up the street, you know, quick after hours, you know what I'm saying, joint, and you need something to quench your thirst. That's what this is. You know how you get like that cold Sprite or like cold water and it just like shocks your system? That's what this does to the nose. So it's like, woo, okay, that is definitely on the rocks. You know, almost like brain freeze type, you know, but you can still smell. But it's a lot of that grapefruit. It almost comes off like a lemon. It's not sharp, it's smooth, but it is a lot of that citrus, a lot of those aldehydes. All right. And then it starts to transition and we're like, okay, this is Angel Share, but it's not as warm and it's not as boozy and doesn't have as much depth in my opinion. So again, I think they wanted to make it more mass appealing, but I think it may be the opposite. I think it may be the opposite because people are like, I don't like the opening doesn't last long enough to maybe if you already have Angel Share, it doesn't last long enough for you to justify going drop another 250, 275 on this. Maybe 50 mils for a 10 ml or 7.5 ml, however Killian does weird on their travel sizes. But yeah. So let me double check. Let's look at the chat, see what you guys got popping. Gabe says, I bought the 100 mil of Angel Share on the rocks and the atomizer. Dang. Woo. That's tough. That's tough. Did you buy in store or did you get it shipped to you? Because that's got to go right back. Daniel, I have to get my nose on Angel Share on the rocks. I love apple brandy on the rocks. Dry down is phenomenal into me. Yeah, so this may give you similar vibes to apple brandy. Still different, but yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna get to you in a second. Okay. Angel Share on the rocks might be my first full bottle of Kill. Yeah, that's right, Gator. You did say you like that. And Waldo, somebody answered your question, but yeah, you got a dope Odyssey Aqua. That's a dope every day. Liquid Broom, perfect for fall and winter. Brioni EDP Intense, that's like signature scent worthy that you could also wear every day. Yeah, you good. That Odyssey Aqua might be a little too sweet for some people in like high heat. So it depends on where you live at. Waldo, it depends on where you live at, but yeah. Yeah, John. Yeah, John. See? That's the kind of guy that T is. Shipped from Mystic Perfume, got a claim. Okay. All right. As far as a recommendation, me personally, I don't even know if he still sells it anymore. My favorite fragrance from Nazar is King of Kings. My taste might be a little bit different than everybody else's. King of Kings. But after that Royal Paradise, fam. Royal Paradise is crack. Panic Attack is good in that same vein, just, you know, super powdery. It's like a grown man's baby powder is what I call it. Perfect for spring, summer. But yeah. King of Kings is my joint. Hey, appreciate you, KB, for sure. Yeah. All right. Now let's talk about one more specifically that I'm on the fence with, bro. I keep going back and forth with this. And this is that Valentino Ivory. I am so on the fence about this fragrance, man, because I've been trying to get a travel size of decant so I can spend time with it. And it's definitely crack, Ricky. Black Leopard, yeah, that's the other one, Black Leopard. This fragrance, I said I'm probably going to end up getting a bottle out of loyalty to the brand, because between Valentino and Azzaro, they probably run neck and neck as far as my favorite designer houses. I love what they do. I love the offerings that they have. I'm a huge fan of, I think I like the Azzaro. I think I'm missing one. Valentinos, I have all of them. I'm a huge fan. There's something about this fragrance that in the opening, I like it. Now, the first time I smelt it, I did my first impression and I was like, this smells like Lovers with like cream and sugar. I haven't gotten that smell anymore since then. So I don't know why, but honestly, in the air, it smelled like Lovers. And so I'm gonna have to go back and make sure I do a follow-up, because I done been to the store to smell this joint like 5 times since. And so there is something here, like even the picture, the way they did the picture makes no sense to me. Yeah. Oh, Mango Tobacco is a good one. Yes, sir. And he has the best Baccarat Rouge 540 out there. Just so we set the record straight. Okay, just so you know. Yeah, man, this is tough. Has anybody smelled the new Valentino? Has anybody copped it? I know a lot of people have copped it, but is anybody feeling the same way that I have? Has anybody, John, I see you. Has anybody put their nose on the new Valentino Uomo Born Aroma Ivory? Is something lactonic about this that it slightly turns me off and turns me on at the same time. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I don't want to spend that money though, but it's a limited edition. So it's crazy because I don't know if and when it's going to hit discounters, but it's a limited edition. Okay, we at 8 o'clock. We're making good time because I'm about to. The first spray made me gag and it smelled terrible, but after that, it's getting better, but not great. Yeah, it was made. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like full bottle retail. No. I would buy this. I'm making noise. I would buy this full bottle retail before I bought that Ivory. That's the travel of product paradigm. Milky, smoky, citrus. Yeah, it's the milky. It's the milkiness. It's that lactonic type where it's like, it throws me. Yeah, they usually don't. So. Yeah, they usually don't. Yeah, but I just wanted to know. I wanted to see, was I the only one tripping? Was I the only one tripping? All right, let's talk. I'm gonna run one more ad. No, actually, I'm not. I'm gonna save y'all from the ad. You got the exclusive? Okay. I didn't plan to talk about the exclusive, but I'm gonna tell you, I smelt that joint today again for like the third time. It is so much of a shower gel fragrance. It warms up. But that thing smells so different than the last 2 times I smelt it. I smelt it today and I'm like, what in the world? What in the world? You know you're not dairy friendly. Listen. And my favorite from the Valentino house. I mean, my favorite is Born in Roma Intense. Coral Fantasy, fam. Now, I encourage people to buy Lattafa Jasur because I like the way Jasur is done better than Coral Fantasy, but it would be Coral Fantasy. I like Born in Roma Gold. I kind of like Green Extravaganza. I like Green Extravaganza. Yeah, I went crazy. But I layer it mostly because it's, it's kind of watery. That Azara Wanna After Night is a hit in every nursing home. Yeah. Layer Glory for Oud. What is glory for Oud? Jeremy, hold on. Glory for Oud. Like, you mean Oud for glory from Lattafa? Layer it with amethyst. Yeah. There was another fragrance you mentioned that had a milky lactose scent. I know exactly what you're talking about. I understand that. I understand that, John. I understand that. Yeah, Jeremy, amethyst. I just talked about that layer in combination in my video about fragrances to wear with a suit. Yeah. Jasur has bad performance. Hey, around the way, you're the first person I ever heard say that. You're the first person I've ever heard say that. I haven't had, and I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I have never heard that because of you it has me in a chokehold. Hey, bro. What about Nazar Gourmand fragrances? What are some of the Payan Cognac is good. The Sweet Peach Cobbler is good. I got a bunch of the Chocolate Bay I just talked about, Caramel Bay. I got a bunch of hybrids from T. So I got some stuff like Payan Cognac on the rocks, Payan Cognac black, like Payan Cognac mixed with Black Leopard. I got this joint with it's a cherry it's some cherry concoction he made up for me. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever heard anybody say Jasur has poor performance though. But John, this makes perfect sense. When you ask women what they like versus what we like, Blue Talisman is not a mass appealing DNA. It's not. It's not a mass appeal. Like, it smells unique, but if you're talking about, so you gonna wear that with me tonight? Nuh-uh. Yo, I haven't even had to do that. See? Kevin said I second that layer. I'm telling you, bro. They were made for each other. Ooh, satin mood. Boy, you smell, that's like a, bro, you smell like a 60-year-old sugar daddy. Pause. Eddie, yes. Hey, appreciate that tip, clone. Yo, you show love every time you come on the channel. Swiss Arabian, yes, I have. Yeah, see, Dame, yeah, bro, like mad hybrids. T got all the hybrids. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. So, Daniel, I have R&B on the way. That was on the list. R&B is on the way. So, Pat, melanated is different. Melanated was reformulated. So there's nuts about melanated, and then there's melanated, which used to be, if you hadn't said that, I could have told you. What's the fragrance that's got black in it? black. Dang. What's the joint that's got black? It used to be black something. Nazar black, not black leopard. It had, what's the blueberry joint? Oh my God, yo. Blueberry. It's a real sexy fragrance that everybody has. Like you can go to the oil store and see it in there right now. It's what melanated is. Black butter. Black butter. So melanated is now technically black butter. If you had a chance to get the old melanated, which was more, you know what I'm saying? That was nuts about melanated. So that was more of a nutty type, which I loved as well. So I have the original and I have the reformulation. Yeah, he just basically renamed it, reformulated, boom. But yeah, that black butter was sexy. Crazy work. And drip, yo, drip. See, Rick, I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was trying to gatekeep. Yeah, that's what I'm, yeah. So it used to be black, but so if you, black butter is now melanated. Melanated is now black butter. Yeah. Fam. Okay, hold on. See, now y'all challenging me in the chat. Hold on. All right. Hold on. I'll be right back because I got to prove a point to people. Hold on. Some of y'all gonna learn. You don't know what you're talking about. All right, I'm back before I lose all my views. I'm back before I lose all my views. All right. All right. Got to take people to school. Q, I love you. Okay. Right. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. So this is the original melanated. This is the original melanated. Look at the color. This is the original melanated. Look at that brown ambery hue. This is the original melanated. All right. This is the reformulated melanated. All right. Now look at the juice. You see that juice? That's black butter. Hue. I updated. I probably shouldn't even say this. I updated the description on the website. So that's how I know. Dame, like we were there. Yeah. Yeah. So if you see like melanated, that's like in the oil form. All right. And that's what black, and then this is the old black butter label. Okay. You see how dark that is? Yeah. So even though I like black butter, I was a fan of the original melanated. So he changed that into nuts about melanated. All right. Yeah. All right. I see y'all. Hot Lodge Island with Kair pistachio. That's crazy. That's crazy. I just got Lattafa Dynasty, which is good, but the Cal Cologne Rayhan Tiger might be a better tea fragrance. Interesting take. What's going on, Raphael? Appreciate you stopping through. Blue Talisman is the ish. My wife loves it, and I get plenty of compliments at social gatherings to think I almost didn't buy it listening to some. Yeah, like, so this is the thing. Like, there is appeal and then there's mass appeal. Like 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying? If you ask just people in general, like what they like, they're gonna go with the joints that's just mass appealing. You know, very, very. Now, if you have a wife, a lady, or whatever that's really into like fragrance and she understands the nuances and what makes things unique, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got a good one. Hold on to her. Hold on to her. Hold on to her. Oh, that's, bro, that's, shh, gotta stop talking. Gotta stop talking, bro. I got like 4 of them on the bottom shelf. Yeah. Great gem fragrances. All right, Jay, great question. Great question. Great question. Great question. Hold on. Great question. Every day? Every day? I'ma say every day, I'ma say Silky Woods. You good, Hugh? You good? I saw what you said eventually, so you good. I think you might be a little bit behind. Every day, Jay, Silky Woods, if you want to save some money, get Fragrance World Jazz. Fragrance World Notes Jazz. Another vanilla that you can get away with every day, Nishane Ani. Do y'all understand? So when I tell you stop buying so many decants, I was decanting the heck out of that fragrance. And so I ended up getting a full bottle earlier in the year. So I have not, and it's crazy because I just am about to run out of one of my other decants. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger. But Nishane Ani, it has this bright opening that could be a everyday vanilla. Let me give you a hybrid. Spending a little bit of money here, but let me give you a hybrid. This is Electimus Imperial. All right. This is a hybrid basically of Nishane Ani and like either Creed Aventus or Nishane Hashivat. I think it's somewhere in between. So it's like 70% Ani, like 30% Aventus Hashivat or whatever. This is definitely every day. If you don't want to spend the money on Electimus, get the Dumont, whatever the Dumont Imperial, Dumont, whatever. If Gator, you're still in the chat, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Dumont Imperial, not Celestial. It's something else. That's a clone of that. And then like with Ani, if you don't want to spend the money on Ani, Fragrance World Spectre Ghost, French Avenue Spectre Ghost, hit her. You said every day. That's the thing. That's what I'm kind of focused on. I honestly think Liquid Brune, of course, you guys already know. So I wouldn't say this is every day, even though you can wear it every day. I don't have it in front of me. I have it over there. Hot Lodge's version, Vanilla Dunes, it's less potent than this. It's more refined. That may be better suited for every single day. This one is powerful. It might choke somebody out. Yeah, Dumont Bravanzo Imperial. So Dumont Bravanzo Imperial is their version of this, but this right here is fire. See, this right here is fire. Like fire. Like, I don't know what they was thinking when they came up with this, but yeah, bro. Like, so this Trajan Mercurial Cashmere. Yeah. Yeah, I got decants of Trajan and Mercurial Cashmere, but those full bottles coming home. Full bottles coming home. Full bottles coming home. Game of Spades layering combos that work. Not that I've come across. I mean, I layer Full House, but I layer it with Aqua Dubai because it's sweeter. Aqua Dubai is soapier. Full House is sweeter. But all of the Game of Spades joints really kind of stand on their own. Yeah, you can layer Wynn. If you have Wynn, which is supposed to be their Greenwich Village, you can layer that with something that has more florals because it's lacking in the floral department. That might be a dope layer with Ani. That might be a dope layer with Ani. Might be a dope layer with Ani. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna probably try to go to like 8:30. So we talked about, so I mentioned that there were some things I was just holding out on, and then I eventually got full bottles. So Nishane Ani was one of those. An amazing fragrance. It's not new, but I finally got a full bottle of it. Well, I think a 50 ml or whatever, that you need to have in your collection. I have sampled all of them, and this is my favorite one from the House of Guerlain. We have L'Homme EDO, and this is the Extreme. Beautiful almond tobacco, and there's some plum in here. Yo, just fruity, sweet. Yo, yeah, man. Yeah, it took me a while. I was because I was buying other stuff. Like I said, I'm a kind, you know, sometimes I don't always get to buy the things that I want. So I'm spending money on y'all, which I don't have a problem doing, but this is a beautiful fragrance, man. Beautiful. For the fall, for the winter, just sexy. Sexy. I'm glad it's not smoky. I'm glad it's not. That's one of the reasons I got this one. So this is my favorite. This is my favorite. Yeah, so I'm glad I finally got a full bottle of that. Definitely check that out if you hadn't already. Another joint that I'm excited about, y'all know I'm gourmand, right? So you remember I talked about these last year, these coffee-based fragrances that Fragrance World came out with. I have the whole line, but I can't find the other two. These two were in the front, so I was able to just grab them. They probably may be further back. But this is Caramel Macchiato. For all of my coffee lovers, if you want to know what caramel macchiato smells like, this is it. Kawa. And by the time I got these, like, there wasn't really enough time for me to get like wear out of them like I wanted to. So I'm definitely looking forward to things cooling down now. This right here smells like like Big Mama cooking, you know what I'm saying, pancakes and sausage. That's what this smells like to me. This smells like pancakes and sausage. This is Kawa. This is Kawa. And if you country like me, you know about that what we call that green breakfast sausage. There's no such thing, but they call it green breakfast sausage. It's Nice. You got to be from North Carolina or maybe even South Carolina. You got to be from the sticks to know about that. That Nice's breakfast sausage, my grandma, they call it green sausage because it comes in a green pack. It's the one with the herbs and all of that stuff in it. That's what that puts me in the mind of. Pancakes and sausage with some coffee. Like, that's what that smells like. Staying in that same vein, another joint that I ended up getting, I'm super excited about is gonna be Bon and Manon. And this is New Harlem. Kevin Samuels called this sexy pancakes. I call it chicken and waffles. So if that's pancakes and sausage, this is chicken and waffles. And people be like, why you want to smell like food? Bro, because I'm fat. That's why. I don't call myself Fat Boy Finesse for a reason. I'm hungry. I need a snack. Definitely looking forward to that. I talked about Liquid Broom. One of the ones that I made all of y'all go buy. Appreciate that. Was this Soprano Fury? Boy. Soprano Fury, man. It has this like 1 million absolute scandal amalgamation, this thing going on. This is good. But if you take this DNA and you add coconut to it, you get this one right here, which is also a banger. I'm ready to put some work in. People don't talk about this. Go get your nose on it. Calvin Klein Aromatic Essence. This is from the Eternity line, Aromatic Essence. So think of the DNA that I talked about with this. You get a combination of like 1 million. It has this 1 million nuance, like 1 million elixir. Not so much a 1 million, because you don't really get any of that tuberose, but like 1 million elixir and like this Scandal Absolute. And then add coconut to it, but it doesn't make it coconutty. It's like being in Michigan and wishing you were in the Bahamas. Because you got on a coat and you're cold. Think of like a coconut cake, but it's warm. Or like coconut pie. You know what I'm saying? Like an almond joy. So not like a coconut, not like a drink with coconut in it. Think like food with coconut in it. That's what this smells like. So if you go in the store and you're looking for it, you can go to Sephora. I think maybe Ulta has it. It's the one with Idris Elba on the picture, if they still have the picture up. But yeah, this one. Smells like a typical designer fragrance, but different. I love this. Like, I love this. I wish more people talked about this. Again, it's the coconut that makes this unique, because it's like, wait, that's not what I was expecting. That's why I went actually cop this. And if you take that DNA, but make it fresher, you end up with this right here. Burberry Hero Parfum. All right. See, we talk a lot about clones, you know what I'm saying? But I got a couple of designers. I got a couple of niche, you know. So I tell y'all, there's no slander on this channel. We love fragrance. We're gonna talk about everything. Speaking of clones, joints I can't wait, you know what I'm saying, to pull out. That Mashrabia from Lattafa. This is that Killian Smoking Hot. And to me, this is the best one out there because of the way they capture the opening. Sometimes what makes or breaks a clone is the certain unique characteristics of the fragrance that it's inspired by. Smoking Hot has a very specific blast of this fresh, bright apple in the opening. And to me, if you miss that, I don't want no parts of it. That's why I didn't necessarily like Dua's version. It captures more of the mid and the dry down, but it's like sweet, it's like thick. Even the other joint from French Avenue, I think Fragrance World has a version. It gets close, but it's no cigar. But this right here, to me, captures that shisha and that apple hookah. But that opening, it gets the closest to it. It's still not even a 1-to-1, but it gets the closest. And I love the way they did that. Another one I'm looking forward to is that Rificat. Second bottle. Yeah, we ran through that, Joe. We ran through that. We ran through that. I got a chance to actually put my nose on Baby Cat, and I was like, I understand. I still don't want to buy Baby Cat. I don't want to buy it. It's nice though. It's nice. That's Paris Corner's best fragrance. We haven't heard a lot from Paris Corner. Like Paris Corner has been doing a gourmand thing. It's like they're trying to create their own path, but yeah. Yeah, they're trying to create their own path. I'm looking to see, have they come out with anything recently? Yeah, everything is gourmand. You asked about an everyday. Jay, I'm coming back to you. An everyday. Shout out to Dame, who just talked about this on the live he was with Spencer. Shout out to Jims and Jason, who inspired me to go get a sample of this first. And then I ended up getting a full bottle a couple of weeks ago, and they weren't lying. From the house of Carna, Barcelona, we have Elborn. Like, this is beautiful amber and vanilla, bro, but it has this balsamic nature to it. And there's some honey here. It's weird because there is a note. I forgot, it's not in front of me right now. There's some type of green note in this that was kind of throwing me off, you know, when I first got the decan of this, and then I just wore it a little bit more and I kind of got over it where I didn't really smell it anymore. So I don't know if that was just, you know, me first getting that decan, but I think you could pull this off every day. I think this is a nice everyday wear, a vanilla with some character, a different vanilla, a vanilla you're not expecting. You don't expect to see like that greenness, like it's still there. And you guys know I hate, woo, gracious, violet leaf, tomato leaf, all that certain green. I'm not with it. But the way they were able to pull it off, and with the other things that they have here, like I said, with the honey, it kind of settles that. Some fig, if I remember correctly, there's some fig in here. I'm a fan of fig. My favorite fig fragrance is probably Fig Ecstasy from Mancera, but I'm a fan of fig. But yeah, so it's different. Like I said, there it's a different type of vanilla, but it's some uniqueness there. It's some character there. It's not like this cookie type of vanilla. You know, it's not a like gourmandish type of vanilla. This is a vanilla where it's like you want the true essence of it combined with some other things. Like I said, you get the amber, and it's kind of balsamic. So that's cool. Last couple of ones, and then we're gonna get ready to wrap things up and get out of here. I'm a DNA chaser. So one of the things you guys will continue to learn about me as we go on this journey, I'm not chasing a lot of fragrances. There are certain profiles that I'm in love with. So me and Jims are having a conversation one day, and he was talking about, man, the fact that you chase down so many clones of that one particular DNA. I was like, I mean, I like the DNA, you know, but it was also great for content. This is a DNA I absolutely love. I bought this bottle and I gave it away. And I'm kind of upset, but I'm going to get a full bottle pretty soon. Pretty soon. If y'all got a plug on 100 mil, I know I said I won't buy a lot of 100 mils, but I got to get 100 mil of this. If you got a plug on 100 mil of New York Nights, let me know. ASAP. I bought it. I gave it away as a gift. This was a minute ago. I told y'all I have given away more things than I've kept. That's why God keep blessing me, yo. Some of y'all don't like me because you be like, how did Walt get that? Because I'm a giver. Giving is my love language. I got that from my dad. I give away a lot of stuff. Like the people around me, they get a lot of stuff. And so before I really knew what niche was, bro, I was like, all I knew is that I was a Bond fan, you know? So I was buying bottles. Like when I was in relationships, what do you think I bought? I bought Bond stuff. So when I talk about Greenwich Village, when I talk about Tribeca, yeah, that's what I was buying. You know, if a birthday gift for one of my homies, this, that, and the third or whatever, like I gave one of my boys, and funny thing is we ain't even cool no more. That's the crazy part. I gave him a bottle of New York Nights. It was a Secret Santa, and I hadn't too long. Like I was running out of time, and I was like, man, I can get another bottle of this because I had got that for a great price, and I think it probably had less than 10 sprays gone. It might have been 10 sprays top. So I said all that to say I'm a DNA lover. My favorite Bond. That DNA, you guys know I love Nomad, but New York Nights is my crack. And so when it comes to a fragrance that I'm looking forward to wearing this fall, I'm gonna have two options here. They're neck and neck. You guys have heard me talk about this one. A Night in New York. A Night in New York. This is from Dua. You can see, yeah, we running low. A Night in New York. The only reason I didn't get another bottle of this is because it's only like 34 mils. And then by that time, Dedrick had put me on Yom and Leo, and that's when I got hooked up with theirs, and I went ahead and got 100 mil of that, and we have Gotham Knights. We have Gotham Knights. It has like, it's a caramel fragrance, but it has like this beautiful blueberry undertone. The music I'm listening to that y'all hear right now, that's what this fragrance means to me. Like a cool, brisk morning in Manhattan. Like, you know, when you're in certain cities and the weather starts to change and you can feel the wind blowing up and down the street in between the buildings and the cityscapes and the sky rises and all of that. Yeah. I have a different level of affinity for that. Like Alta here. I'm a DNA chaser. So I'm not necessarily going to chase a lot of bottles, but there are certain DNAs I just love, you know, and so I'm going to fool with them. Something else I'm looking to pulling out, pause, again this fall. You guys notice I got this around my birthday last year. Tom Ford, Eau de Ombre Leather. I'm not the biggest ombre leather fan, but I was a fan of this. Vanilla. They took away, I think it was patchouli. I think they took out the patchouli if I'm not mistaken. And they added vanilla. Oh, they need to reformulate this into like an EDP or whatever, because the only complaint I have about this is the performance. Now, this is very similar to a bottle I don't have in front of me. Virtus Vanilla Oud. Virtus Vanilla Oud, you get similar feels. This to me is sweeter and lighter. Vanilla Oud is a little bit drier, but kind of the same fragrance. I actually prefer this to Vanilla Oud. This is like 1A, that's like 1B. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. Another fragrance, shout out to my boy Scent Siage that told me, hey, go ahead and pick it up. Basically an inspired take on Herod, but less tobacco, from Essential Parfums, Divine Vanille. It's funny you talked about vanilla because I'm running off vanillas right now. I'm a huge vanilla fan. This is good. You know how Essential Parfums took the Ganymede DNA and made it more wearable with Bois Imperial? Same thing, took the Herod DNA, made it more wearable, less tobacco. So I really can't wait to crack this open. My boy did not lead me wrong. This one was a good pickup. I encourage you to get your nose on it. All right. Something I talked about last year that caught me out of nowhere. My boy was like, yo, I got something you got to get your nose on. And at that moment, I said, this is the best thing I've ever smelled in my life. Y'all like how I did that with the music break, didn't you? Ah, you like that, didn't you? And honest to God, I had never smelt anything like this. Like I said, I'm a huge gourmand lover, man. This is Sweet Botswana by Mystery Modern Mark. Sweet Botswana, man. the song I'm listening to right now puts me in my feels, yo. This honestly, like the same feeling I have about New York Nights, I have about this. To me, this is a masterpiece. You know, some people's like they didn't care for it. Some people's like it's all right. That's fine. You know, hey, whatever rocks your boat. I'm a fan. Sample it. Another one that I found real dope that I didn't get to spend a lot of time with. If you want some spice in your life, a lot of times people go, I don't know, people like spicy stuff. I'm not the biggest spice person. I don't want to smell spicy, but I want my fragrances to be colored. Like, you know how I talk about paprika? Like paprika doesn't necessarily have a taste, but it's like coloring. It's like food coloring. I like the way the spice is done here because it's a spicy fragrance that I like, but it kind of mellows out. I think, Dame, you talked about this recently with Spence as well. From the house of the scent collection, we have Maresque. No, the house of Maresque, we have the scent collection Soul Boutique. Beautiful, 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 spicy, warm fragrance. I'm telling y'all, man. Now I hate comes off a little like there's the slightest medicinal quality to this that you get in the air. When I say slight, it's not overbearing. It's the slightest medicinal quality, the slightest bit. But it has a unique, you know what I'm saying, spin on it. But this one on skin is magnificent, man. Magnificent. Matter of fact, magnificent on skin. And y'all already know I'm not even the biggest spice person. So that shows you, you know, for me, it just got to be for me. If it ain't for me, it's not for me. If it's for me, you know, I'm rocking with it. And 839, you know, okay. I'm super looking forward. I ended up getting this, I think, in the springtime. If you're looking to get spring and summer fragrances for next year, guess when the best time is to buy them? And the season coming up. They're probably going to be discounted extra because people are not buying them. And these companies, especially discounters that have a lot of inventory, because I feel like fall is coming in quicker than what people expected, and people probably thought they were going to make some more money off of some things. So if you're looking to get the imaginations and all these different things in the world, like spring and summer fragrances, buy those. It's just like clothes, like get stuff on clearance. You buy it in the season that it's not in. God almighty. That's good. You buy it in the season that it's not in. So this is what ended up happening with this one. We have from the house of Heads Parfums, we have Bourbon Street. Yeah. This smells like New Orleans. And don't take that the wrong way. But this smells like Bourbon Street. I saw John Shadow say something earlier about a cigar before bed. This it right here. This is smooth, fam. Like, this is smooth. Hez did his thing with this one. This is fire. This is smooth. We're down to the last two. I'm gonna actually talk about every single fragrance. Well, technically 3. It's gonna be a hitter. It's gonna be a hitter. Homecoming. It's gonna be a hitter. Not PM Elixir. It's gonna be a hitter. I stand by the fact that this is Lamel Elixir and Ultra Male. I get the same vanilla I get from Ultra Male in the dry down, which is the reason why I like this. That's the reason why I like this. The absolute thing to it, and again, fragrances, I don't get that. I don't get the Elixir Absolute. I get Lamel Elixir with that Afnan 9 PM, that Ultra Male vanilla. That's what I get. Yeah. But that's going to be a hitter. That's going to go crazy with a hoodie. And then this super sweet dose, this dose of sweetness right here. Amore Cafe, man. You can get drunk off this stuff. Amore Cafe it's a bomb. I ain't gonna spray it right now because it's gonna take over everything. But when I was talking about the coffee fragrances earlier, the New Harlem, the Paris Corner joints, this you can put right in that category. Yeah, so I'm looking to put some major dents in some stuff. And it's hard, man, because you get used to certain things, you love certain things. And the last one that I really, really, really love, yo, this don't smell so good. I got Royal Blend Sequoia coming in. But this Royal Blend Nero, yo, this is good, yo. This is good. This is good. This is good. So yeah, you know, if you're looking at fall fragrances or whatever, I mean, I gave you niche, I gave you designer, I gave you clone. You know what I'm saying? I gave you some hitters. I gave, even with the niche stuff, like it's budget friendly. It's not over the top, you know, expensive. The most expensive thing on my table right now might be the new, I don't know. Might have been more than New Harlem. Or the I don't know. It's between Electimus, the New Harlem, and the Ani. Retail, I think Ani, I don't know, one of them. But yeah. Either way. I try to give you a mix of everything. You know what I'm saying? So if you're into niche and you don't have some of the things I talked about, there you go. If you're into designers and you don't have some of the things I talked about, there you go. If you're into clones inspired by takes and you don't have some of the things I talked about, there you go. So I know I kind of abandoned y'all in the chat for a while because I had to stick to my guns, as my boy said, and go through that. Yeah, bro. Royal Blend is going crazy out here. French Avenue got people in a chokehold. Yeah, Sequoia is on the way because that's that Paradise joint. But I want to watch Vegas Scent's video because he does a comparison between Lattafa Fire on Ice and Sequoia. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. JC, I didn't forget. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. But the Royal Blends go crazy. Yeah, Daniel, it's good. It's super. It's sweet. It's sweet. Not like overbearing, but it is sweet. Hey, yo, we up to 98. Can we get to 100? Can we get to 100? Oud Cafe. I wasn't necessarily a fan. I smelt it in Neiman. Oud Cafe is straight, but I had a More Cafe and I was like, it's okay. Yeah, Bourbon Street definitely fire. Soul Boutique is gas, bro. Yeah. Oh, I thought you had Soul Boutique, bro. I thought you had Soul Boutique. So you had the other one. Okay. So Kevin, when I say decent, I just wish it was longer. Pause. Hold on. Boy, stop. This guy.
Crazy work.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just leave that one alone. Yeah. Okay. You probably more of a techie than I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm big on CX. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be heavy with like UX and UI, and then I'm big on the customer experience, like customer client experience, customer experience management, or whatever. Not so much on the break fix. Yeah, so Nelson, I don't know if you found my channel because of the Zakat. It was cool. I gave it away. It was cool, but again, if we talking quality, it does not come anywhere close to Duas or Yeoman Leos. But for the price, it was cool. The presentation, definitely, is cool. But nah, like, that's what I'm saying. Somebody hit me up. Somebody shoot me a DM. If you gotta, yeah. Yeah. I love it. Sir Gary, I see you. What's good? I love it. I love it, fam. I love it. I love it. I thought I was sold on that Dua, and then I ended up buying that Gotham Knight, that Yeoman Leo joint. Oh, that's fire. That's fire. That was your first body oil fragrance? Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. Making you feel extra regular. Come on, dog. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. So, Chaos X Straight, I probably won't end up copping. Because people is like, it's like that Lost Cherry, which I hate. I hate Lost Cherry. I like Electric Cherry. I hate Lost Cherry. My favorite cherry is Mind Games French Defense. It's a black cherry. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah, that Apple Shisha Accord, man, is a beautiful, and because I still want a full bottle. Like, I'm going to get a bottle of Smoking Hot. I said I was going to get it last year. And then E Cosmetics? E Cosmetics ended up having a sale, bro, and I missed it. Like, my boy told me about it, but they had a bunch of Killians. They just did not have that one. So I'm gonna have to break down and spend that money. Like, if it's something I really, really, really want, I don't mind spending the money on it. Like, I'm trying to get a full bottle of Absolute Aphrodisiac. But the only thing that's gonna keep me from getting a full bottle of that is I have King of Flowers on the way from Algebra. I have King of Flowers, which is in that same vein. So that might keep me from getting a full bottle of Absolute Aphrodisiac. I like Narcotic Delight. I'm talking about Initio, by the way. I love Narcotic Delight. That cherry, I love Narcotic Delight. Cherry is one of my favorite notes. Musk Therapy. Shout out to C.I. saying again. Blind by Warrior. Like, that Musk Therapy, fire. Moonlight and Killian. Moonlight in Heaven, fire. Yo, I just lied. My favorite fragrance from Nazar is Terrence's impression of Moonlight in Heaven. And I just lied. My favorite bond is Dubai, bond number 9, Dubai Amethyst. Forget everything else I said. Because Moonlight in Heaven and bond number 9, Dubai Amethyst, it kind of give me the same feels. Like, I love wearing those to bed. Because they are super feminine. They lean heavy feminine. But off of my skin, crazy work. Crazy work. So I love wearing those to bed. I love wearing those to bed. Yeah, airborne is a problem. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, bro, that mashrabia. Yeah. Yo, so I remember Dedrick. Yo, what's good, Anderson? I remember Dedrick and Tazo. I think they was on the live together and they was going back and forth. When I say going back and forth, they're not a versus, but going back and forth. Tazo was a fan of Boadicea, however you say it, but Boadicia's what is it? Victorious. Boadicea Victorious? Victory. What is the name of that joint? Boadicea Victorious. I don't know why I'm forgetting that junk. What is the name? Because it's the same fragrance. Yeah, Bodicea the Victorious. That's it, right? Yeah, Bodicea the Victorious. It's a boozy cherry. I don't really care for boozy cherry. Like it put me in those Tom Ford feels. Just like French Defense put me, Tom Ford came out with it after, but you kind of got that electric cherry. I like electric cherry from Tom Ford, but I don't like that medicinal boozy cherry. And that's the kind of the vibes that Bodicea. I remember after watching their live, I got both of them because I'm a huge fan. And then shout out to Kales. Kale smells that he ended up getting, he's not the biggest French Defense guy. And especially he ended up getting the Banana Republic. What is it? Dark Cherry Amber or whatever. And he was like, yeah, bro, you can get French Defense for the low. It is good. It's in that same vein. Like I said, they're using a black cherry, but yeah. Bodacious. There we go. Hey, appreciate you, Gems. Yeah, appreciate you, Gems. Yeah, Bodacious is Generous by Paris Corner. Is better than what? Is better than the Mashrabia? Okay, if you said it, Gems. If you said it. If you said it. What you say, Paris Corner Generous? What's the name of it? Generous by Paris. I don't see that. Paris Corner Generous? I don't see that. Smoking hot. Yo, I'm gonna tell you another cherry I like too. That Smoking Rouge. I like that better than the Bodicea joint. I gotta look. I don't know what you talking about, Gems. Paris Corner, Paris Corner, Paris Corner. I don't see this joint nowhere. Is this something new? Oh, Veneno. That's French Avenue. That's not Paris Corner. Yeah, that's French Avenue. Yeah. Yo, okay. So I smelled Veneno in the store. I felt the Mashrabia captured the opening better. Now I'll have to go back and smell it again. But to me, the opening. Nah, you good. The opening, yeah, the snake bottle. My bad, Dame. I see you. Yo, they are smoking everything though. Yo, beautiful. I got that too, Garrett. I got that too. Hey, Shane, appreciate that, man. Hey, I appreciate that, yo. Hey, it's 8:55. I'm getting off of here at 9 o'clock. Nah, Harley. Nah, I mentioned that earlier. Nah, we was talking about the New York Knights joint. I gave my joints away. Yeah. Gissa has one. Yeah, I seen that. The 1505 joint, I like. I bought 1505 by accident because I was trying to buy the 1901 joint, which was a 1 million elixir clone. And so I ended up buying the 1505 joint, and I was like, what in the world? Ain't no cherry in that fragrance, but I was like, this is nice though. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go back and smell. I'm gonna have to go back and smell that joint again. Gems. I'm gonna have to go back and smell that joint because I remember having this conversation with Mo. Yeah, you don't rebrand it too. Yo, I just seen that. Hold on. I'm doing a lot. See, now I'm being a big kid. I just noticed you don't rebrand it. It's look, I'm like a kid right now, bro. Hidden Gems. Bro, where is your name? Did you change it to hit? No, it's still Hidden Gems. Hey, appreciate that sub, yo. Hidden Gems. It's not Hidden Gems fragrance. Oh, so you must be, maybe I'm talking too much. Maybe I wasn't supposed to say that. Cause you on a different, it's not your normal channel. Yeah, this gotta be the rebrand. Look, I'm talking too much. My bad, bro. I'm talking too much. Hey, but fire. Fire. Oh, that was the first YouTube page. Hey, that joint fire though. That logo is fire. But yeah, I'm gonna go back. Ah, okay, bet. I gotta go back and smell whatchamacallit. I gotta smell the French Avenue because that's the reason I didn't buy it. First of all, Unc, y'all know who I'm talking about. Unc said that the Blanco, the Veneno Blanco joint was a Greenwich Village clone. I was like, he had to have been high when he said that because that is not it. Not Greenwich Village. Yeah, Greenwich Village. I was like, that don't smell nothing like Greenwich Village to me. And I smelled the Veneno and I was like, yo, to me, Mashrabia, like Veneno is good, but the opening, to me, smoking hot, it's like if you don't capture that blast of apple, that bright apple in the beginning, I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Yeah, both are good. Both are good. Bro, let me tell you something. I need some money to run it up. I love all them Dubai Ambers, bro. I love all them Dubai Ambers cannot do any wrong by me. Bond just charging out the wazoo. I also finally got my nose on Bond 1, like number 1, the purple bottle. Fire. Fire. I need that. I need that. No, bro, he was high. He was high. I don't know what he was on. I was like, that is not Greenwich Village. I got one of their fragrances coming in, but I don't think it's Outlands. I don't think it's Outlands. I want to ask y'all what's the hype with the Outlands joint, but I don't know. Hey, before I get out of here, Yom and Leo, giveaway. Y'all see it? It's giveaway time. It's giveaway time. And the key word is birthday. Birthday. All lowercase. Birthday. It's giveaway time. Birthday. 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 It's giveaway time. Birthday. Let's close out with a bang, Brand. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't see nobody typing. Y'all must can't hear me yet. Birthday. There we go. Now they popping in. Giveaway for my birthday. I'm gonna see if I can be like Dane. Yeah. Birthday. Number 38. A lot of hate, but I'm still going because I can't. No, we're not finna do that tonight. Yom and Leo giveaway. Everybody came back for this. Yom and Leo giveaway. So basically, you will pick the 5 fragrances that you want. Last time I did the picking of what my 5 favorite are. This time you will do the picking of the 5 fragrances that you want. Tell a friend, Water's live again, and I'm doing a giveaway. You might want to get in. Pause. Giveaway. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, I see y'all. 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 All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is Eddie Calhoun. My guy, Eddie Calhoun, you are the winner, my boy. Congratulations, Eddie Calhoun. Congratulations, Eddie Calhoun. Congratulations, Eddie Calhoun. Congratulations, Eddie Calhoun. Callahan, I'm sorry. Callahan, forgive me for disrespecting your lineage. Callahan, I cannot see. Callahan, Callahan. Y'all give Eddie a hand. There we go right there, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I told y'all, you never know when I'm gonna pop up with a giveaway. You never know when I'm gonna pop up with a giveaway. Eddie, send me a, shoot me a DM or email. Go to Yom's site and let me know the 5 that you want. Go to the website. As a matter of fact, do this. Let me screen share real quick. Let me do this so I can show you exactly what I want you to do. Yo, 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 yo. Do 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 do. All right. This is what I want you to do. So for those of you who have never seen Yom and Leo's website, first of all, I say this all the time. Next to Dua, next to Alexandria, nobody else has this many inspired by takes. And I'm gonna eliminate Dua from the conversation when we talk about quality, because Dua does good stuff, but when they miss, they miss. They miss. All of the Alexandria fragrances that I've tried, because I have several friends that have a lot of Alexandrias, and I'm like, there hasn't been a real need for me to like put the money into them because they cost more than Yom and Leo fragrances do. So I'm like, you know, and we kind of go back and forth and compare which ones are better. But from a quality standpoint, yeah, Dua is cool when they own, but they put out some of the fragrances they might be missing. I want you look at this. Look at the brands that they're Argos, Bodicea, Mind Games, Louis, them people. Serjoff, not Zerjoff, Serjoff, Bond and Manon, Frederick Maul, Stephanie Humbert Lucas, Anicio, Tom Ford, Mason Crivelli, MFK, Parfums de Marley, Tiziana, LeBeau, Byredo, Chanel, Suspiro. Let me go back. I'm moving too fast. Jean-Paul Gaultier, Nazimatos, Bulgari, Kajal, Delam, Gucci, Nishane, Dior, Clive Christian, Killian, Roja, Ex Nihilo, Creed, Diptyque. If you're going to clone fragrances, this is how you clone fragrances. If you're going to create inspired by takes, this is how you create inspired by takes. So what I want you to do, Eddie, if you've never bought anything from Leon Maleo before, and I'm going to do this just so I can show y'all, you go here to the website and you go over to Discovery Set. All right. You know, they have the different collections there, but you go to All Inspired and then you go in here and then you find which one you want. So me personally, my favorite, which I argue is the greatest clone out of all clones that are in existence, is this Talab. So what I was telling y'all earlier is that, like, if you wanted 50 mils, you could actually go in here. Where is Kajal? I can't see. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? You can go back and you can do it again. And you can go back and you can do it again. So you could end up with 50 mils because these are 10 mils, you see? You get 5. So instead of getting the 30 meal, you could end up. So basically just go to the brand that you want. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, go crazy. Go crazy. Like this Bodicea right here. I wish it was in alphabetical order because I'm bouncing around like I can't see. I'm gonna have to tell them to fix that. This one right here, Neelam, fire. Venom, fire. They don't miss, like they have few misses. They have few misses. Do I like everything? No. They have few misses. But they don't miss far. If they miss, it ain't like what in the world y'all got going on. Let's see. I'm looking for Ex Nihilo. I think it started off like in alphabetical order and then it doesn't anymore. That blue spell, yeah. So I just wanted to show y'all that. But I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate the birthday wishes. I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. I know it was a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that were in here tonight. You know what? Yeah, you see, Ralph? Yeah, surge off. Yeah, I look, when I hear something, I stick with it, you know. But also, me and Raphael have a live coming up where we're gonna be diving into surge off. Y'all like, what? Walt, you done told y'all, bro. We rock with all fragrances. So be on the lookout for the announcement of that. Just locking in the schedule or whatever. Yeah, they got few, but when they miss, it's like, it ain't, it's like, we just need to adjust, like, it's like Lethal Shooter, but, yeah, fam. Hey, and I got you. I saw the email or the message, Eddie. So appreciate you. But I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate the birthday wishes, man. Every Monday, that's the goal. Unless I tell y'all something is going on. You know what I'm saying? But Mondays, you know what I'm saying? 7 p.m. Eastern time. We try to be on time. I tried it. This is probably the most fragrance full live we've done in a while. Normally, I'm talking about 1,000 other things. I know football is on tonight, if I'm not mistaken. So y'all are probably watching the game. Nonetheless, I appreciate y'all. It's been real. Appreciate all the birthday wishes, man. You know what I'm saying? It's September. It's the 9th month. So it's a month of new beginnings. You know what I'm saying? It's a month of births and a month to accomplish and to just go after. We're getting ready to go into the last quarter of the year. So I encourage y'all, man, make it happen. Make it happen, fam. Make it happen. Like, there's never been a better time than now. Whatever it is that you got your mind set on, there has never been a better time than now. For all of my people that want to create content, don't pay attention to the lights, don't pay attention to the camera, don't pay attention to all of these buttons, all of this stuff. Pick up your phone and go live and just talk about fragrances, fam. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how it goes for you. Okay, Bears leading the Vikings. Okay, bet. So I appreciate y'all, man, as usual. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. We on the road to 20K. We on the road to 20K. We got a lot. We got a lot of shorts out there in the world, so yeah, I got a follow-up coming on Malibu. I got a bunch of individual reviews that's got to come out. I mean, shoot. I think 90% of everything I talked about tonight needs an individual video. So between that and the short, it's so much content coming for the rest of the year, man. So y'all stay tapped in, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and click the bell so you can be notified every single time I post new content to the channel. But do me a favor, tell a friend that Walt was live again and you missed it. All right. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be easy. Have a great rest of your night. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Holla, 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 holla. Y'all already know nobody does it better than me. And I mean that, nobody. Who can love you like me? Nobody. Who can go live like me? Nobody. I'm all fun and games. It's just jokes. Nobody, yeah. Nobody. Appreciate that, Daniel. Nobody who can love you like me. Nobody who can straighten like me. Nobody talk about fragrances. Nobody. I'm bugging. Nobody love you better. Nobody. Hey, we had a dope stream tonight, man. It was lit tonight. It was my birthday. Let's go. Can't nobody. Yeah. Hey, yo, let me hear you. Skiggy. Can't nobody do it better than me. Can't nobody do it better. No. Everybody's hurt. Can't nobody. We in the streets right now. Yeah. That's like the end of Peter Pablo when he got done performing in Drumline. All right, y'all be easy.